From a systems perspective, what are the major strengths and limitations of wind and solar, particularly regarding energy equity, storage, and long-term sustainability? And then, second question, how compatible are large-scale wind and solar projects with the goals of community control and democratic governance?
Again, very good question because we need a mix. I mean, we do need some large solar farms. We do need large areas taken up with solar cells. However, solar energy by its very nature, solar cells is distributed. You can put them anywhere. You can put them on top of garages. You can put them on top of parking spaces with support. I mean, many buildings are not built to withstand the weight of the solar panel on the top, and that's where the government can come in, can give subsidies for that. The city of Berkeley gives a tax credit for those people who have residents who want to put solar panels on their roof so that they can actually get some financial support to do that. That has to happen around the country. I mean, so Berkeley is doing it as a city, but we need federal and state legislation to do the same thing because that then distributes the generating capacity, and also, it allows homeowners to sometimes sell their electricity back to the electric utility that is governing the transmission wires. The law requires them to accept that, but we need a better electric grid to be able to accommodate that. That's one of the faults of the current grid, which is built to have large power centers, huge utility plants, distributing electricity to everybody who needs it. We need to change that. And that requires a changing of the grid. It also means the development of what are called smart meters. Right now, your meter measures the amount of electricity that you use coming in. We need a meter that also measures the amount of electricity that goes out. They exist, but they're not very good, and we need to do a fair amount of research on doing that, as well as change the grid. And here you have a very interesting question: who's going to pay for that? Because the utilities would love not to pay for it. And so it may be, I mean, I'm not, part of me is not willing to let the utilities off the hook. On the other hand, if it needs to be done, I mean, the government might, it's unclear to me exactly what should happen. Regulations are part of it. The utilities are governed by public service commissions, and public service commissions can decide to encourage the redoing of the grid, can decide to help finance that. But that's a question that we have not really adequately addressed yet in this transition.